Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a fake popcorn cup. You can use all different kinds of containers. I got these little striped popcorn cups from Hobby Lobby in the party section. You can also use the snack cups. I believe I got this at Dollar Tree. This one I've sprayed with the Gaps and Cracks spray foam from Walmart, so you can also fill your cups up like that. And then I made my fake popcorn using air dry foam clay. I love this foam clay from Annie's Treasures. I made mine to look like butter popcorn, so I took the white foam clay and mixed it with yellow foam clay and got my little pieces of popcorn. If you don't want them to look this yellow, take white and just put a touch of yellow clay in it, and it will just get you a slightly yellow color, but it'll be more white and it'll look more like regular popcorn without all the butter on it. And I used this popcorn mold to make my popcorn pieces, and this is also from Annie's Treasures on Etsy. So you literally just take your clay, stick it down in the mold, and pop it back out. The air dry foam clay that is firm is much easier to get out. If you get the air dry foam clay that's really sticky, it's very hard to get out of these molds. Also, I use a little bit of non-stick cooking spray and take a little paintbrush and just like coat the molds as well, the little mold cavities, and that also helps your foam clay not stick in there and pop out easier. So that is how I made my popcorn. You can also just take a little piece of foam clay and take your finger and just make some indentions in it and let that dry, and then you have your own handmade popcorn and it looks just as good. I'm on this one, I'm going to use some cardboard to put in the bottom, and I am going to fill it up with the polyfill. So that's what's going to take up a lot of our space, because you don't want to waste your popcorn down in there that nobody's going to see. So we're going to fill it up with that, and then I'm going to use another piece of cardboard on top, and we're going to glue that into our container, and then we will put, where did it go? Oh, right here. Just a little piece of, this is a little piece of spray foam that I cut off of something else. But you can just take like a styrofoam circle, a styrofoam ball, and cut it in half and hot glue that onto the top where we're going to have our popcorn, so that it takes up space, and we're just going to put our popcorn around and on top. So that way you don't have to waste a bunch of your popcorn that you've made. And then for the kernels, I'm going to use classic caramel paint, a little paintbrush, and just dab some into some of the little pieces of popcorn indentions, just so you can kind of make it look like the kernels. And then I will take tacky glue and just a paintbrush or Mod Podge brush, brush it all over the popcorn, and I'm going to put some Christmas sprinkles on it, because I'm going to be making a Christmas popcorn to use in something. But you can do this with any season or style of sprinkles that you want, or you don't even have to do sprinkles if you just want it to be like a regular popcorn. So now here are the sprinkles that I got. I think I got these sprinkles from Play Code 3. So I think that is all the supplies that we are going to use today. So we'll get started here in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to hot glue my piece of cardboard down into the bottom. Just be careful that you don't burn yourself. And I'm using this little Surebonder, the little detail gun. It's good for these little small projects. So I drop that down into the bottom. This just gives it a little more sturdiness on the bottom, because these are just like, kind of like a really thin, kind of like a cardstock almost. Okay, so then now I'm going to use my polyfill, and I'm just going to start, I'm going to pack a lot of polyfill in there to make it pretty sturdy. I'm going to trim this down a little bit to get it to fit in there. Might have done a little too small, but that's okay. I'll keep these. So let's see. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. I want it to be firm. Now, if you want to make these to use in an arrangement or some sort of fake bake, like maybe a cake topper or something, where you're using one of the foam cake rounds, then you can actually put a piece of styrofoam in the bottom. That way you can attach a pick to it to put it in your cake or your arrangement, whatever you're doing. But you don't have to fill the whole thing up with foam, just a big enough piece at the bottom that you have something to attach your pick to. Okay, now I'm going to try to put some hot glue right around. It's very hot, so be very careful. And take my scissors and hold that and let that dry for a minute. I want to try to keep this board in place, this piece of cardboard. I should have made it a little bit bigger. Should have used my little silicone finger things. Keep my fingers protected. Just tuck that little piece of cardboard I cut off over in the edge here, right over here on this side. I'm going to do that on this side as well. Take a little piece of cardboard. Hot glue that into place. Let that dry for a second. Another glue stick because I'm going to run out. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a second. Now, like I said, we're going to put this onto our cardboard. So I'm just going to, oh, I got ink. Oh man, I got ink on my thing. Oh well. I'll put a sticker over that or something. I used it, I should have used a pencil. I used an ink pen to trace my cardboard, to cut it out. And I guess I got ink somehow on my cup. So, cover it up somehow. Okay, so there is our little thing to kind of fill up. I think, hang on. I cut these pieces off with something else. I'm gonna tuck these down in there too to take up some more of our space so we don't have to waste so much of our popcorn. what little pieces of the foam are great for, so you don't waste your foam. Okay, so I filled that up with some foam. So now what we're gonna do is I have my plate of popcorn here. We're gonna hope that this is enough. If not, I will make more. And then these are dry, so these have been dried for quite a while. So I'm just gonna put a little dab of hot glue, and I'm just going to start gluing these onto my foam. Okay, there's our popcorn. Okay, so now I'm going to use this. I'm just gonna go through and dab on a little paint for my kernels. So I'm just using clear gel tacky glue. And this is a little Mod Podge brush. It's like a little silicone brush. I'm just gonna put this on here and spread this around. You'll want a generous amount so it will hold on your sprinkles. And probably we'll put a little bit of glitter on here too. Okay. This is my little tray from Harbor Freight. So I do my sprinkles over this. I've got ink all over my hands, so I'm getting it all over. Anyway, don't do that. Make sure you wash your hands before you do this and mess up your container. But this is how you make one. So, you know, happens to the best of us. We mess our stuff up. So I am just sprinkling generously all of my those kind of all went on one blob. Okay, and I'm gonna put glitter on it. Another thing I forgot to get out. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I had all my stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna get this. This is glitter from Walmart. And this is the extra fine glitter, Crystal Diamond, but I like the chunky glitter too. And so this is, I mixed the chunky with the extra fine. That's why I wrote mix on this one. So there is our cute little popcorn with our glitter and sprinkles all over it. You can make this as big as you want, more popcorn. You can make it really whimsical and add cabochons, any of your fake bakes. If I wanted to do this Halloween, I made these little mummy cookies. I can attach these on here. These marshmallows, I made 3 marshmallows. They say boo. I made a little caramel apple macaron for fall. We could do that. So you could put marshmallows, you could put drizzle on here, anything that you want to with these, and just make it for any season or holiday. Again, don't use a pen when you're tracing anything. Use a pencil and make sure you don't have it all over your hands. And then like with this you would just do the same thing. Just put your popcorn, attach your popcorn to it, decorate it however you want to. And this is foam. I did put in the bottom, I put some of these from Dollar Tree to give it some weight. That way it's not top heavy. If you end up building up on this, it's not top heavy and it's a little more stable. But if you're going to attach this to something, just don't do that. Just use the spray foam, and you can insert a pick and put it in whatever you want to. So this will, again, you can also just use your fake spackle and make cupcakes, big cupcakes out of these, or whatever you want. But this is how you make, or I make, a fake popcorn. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will talk to you later. Bye.